Okay, great. Thank you, and welcome to a session today that I'm just toggling to get the right thing. Just one moment. I had it in the wrong spot. Pathways to a healthier lifestyle is what I've called this. Um, okay. So, as I mentioned, I've tried to put this together based on really evidence-based interventions that we know make a difference, but often don't tap into for a whole host of different reasons. Either we know how to do these things and we haven't made time for them, or we're not really sure how effective it's going to be, whatever it might be. So I want you to just start off by thinking about what would it mean to you if you had a healthier lifestyle? What feeling or thoughts come to mind about, is it relief? Is it something you're looking forward to? I'd love to hear from you if you're willing to either put it into the chat or to unmute. Just what would it mean? Like, what motivated you to even come to this session? Is it the level of stress, or are you feeling like you're getting sick more often and you're just not able to be at your best? Love to hear from you. Yeah, please go ahead.
I'm happy to share. It would mean a lot because I mean, basically, I kind of came into the situation last 6 months ago. Well, end of kind of May, June, that I was so exhausted and so burnout and so at the end of my wits because lots of parties associated. Dean, I'm dealing with the student supervisors conflict. There were so many heavy, difficult situations, students who are in distress, and in addition to kind of everything else of my normal job, that it came to the point that either I take a leave, like sabbatical, or pause, or I end up in a hospital. And it was really something that I always thought that I can handle stuff. I am a good student, tough girl, da da da. Until it basically slowly, I didn't even notice how all of that creeped up at me, and so that was kind of a one big uh, realization that something really needs to change, because I'm not helping. I'm not use of to myself or to my students or to my colleagues or to my family if I am like that. So yeah, it does.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
all of
so
that.
sorry it's been so
Mm,
hard. It sounds like, it's a classic definition of, if you're not at burnout, you're heading there. You can see it
yeah,
from here,
yeah.
where it's just the
Well,
accumulation
I
on and
hope,
on.
I hope that I will learn something from this experience, because yes, I do feel much better from kind of being able to just slow down and take a pause and kind of work on my own schedule for a little bit and kind of get out of the and hopefully I'll learn something and try to keep it up as much as I can. We'll see.
Great. Okay,
Mm,
I'll order. I'll see what I can do.
mm,
Um, so some new messages came in. So what would it mean to have a healthier lifestyle? So I see stress, sleep deprivation, overall physical well-being. So that clearly is the identification of the problem. Starting to feel older, realizing I can't take my health for granted. Oh, so true, Kelly. That's a revelation I've discovered myself. And Daria, prioritizing my health as an investment in the future, the years creep up on you. Absolutely. Getting out for a good walk every day, hopefully in nature. Yes, that's a wonderful, Dorothy, you're right on with that. And I'm going to be talking about both exercise and time in nature, as one of those inner resourcing strategies that we can use and that are really quite readily accessible as long as we can find the time. And I'll be talking about time as well. So in a way, you've answered the second question, which is, do you know what needs to change? So you've identified the problems, and something has to give, but how do you get from here to there? How do you get from feeling like you're running on empty to beginning to feel like, I can keep up with this. This is okay. It's not a holiday, but it's okay. So part of what I want to introduce here is really some of the research that's been done on habit formation, because all of these things have to become a habit of some sort in order to be integrated into your daily life. So I want you to think back to the last habits you tried to form. What enabled you to succeed? Was there like a magic ingredient that upon reflection, you were able to say, I did it with a friend, or I used my willpower, or what was the magic ingredient of change that enabled you to form a new habit? And love to hear from you either in the chat or unmuting if you have any insights for that. Did you reward yourself? Was there some long-term goal you were working towards? Those are all types of things that people will use as the motivation to let go of an old habit or to build a new one. So in the interest of time, I'll keep going. Oh, wait, there's someone here. Getting out for a good walk every day. No, hold on. Here. Yes, Sandra, habit stacking. That's a great strategy. Link to something else, i.e. water before coffee to increase my water intake. Beautiful. And stacking habits is a wonderful strategy that can really help us with all kinds of things. It's like a little hack that we need to be aware of, and I'll go into some detail on that. So I want to talk about the importance of the concept of friction when we're creating a habit. And Sean Acor, who was a Harvard professor for some time, wrote the book, The Happiness Advantage. And he talked about this wonderful little hack called the 20-second rule, which is very simply, in order to start a new behavior, we want to remove any obstacle between us and that behavior. And when we want to stop doing something, we want to insert a 20-second obstacle to keep us from engaging it. It allows us to pause and take that moment and say, do I really want this? So some wonderful examples he gave was removing obstacles. For example, he used to want to go for a run in the morning, but he never went for the run because the alarm would go off and he would turn it off, put it on snooze. So he decided to start sleeping in his clean running clothes. He had his running shoes by the bed, put his alarm clock across the room, so he'd have to get out of bed to turn it off. He would plan his route the night before, and he would run whenever he set out to run. So he was removing those obstacles. When you want to stop doing something, you might want to insert an obstacle like, let's say you have a sweet tooth and you tend to really do your late night snacking, and you want to resist doing that. Either don't purchase it in the first place, or if you live with someone who loves their snacks, brush your teeth after dinner, floss them, and then you're done for the night. That becomes effort that you would have to do it again if you ate later. So that's inserting an obstacle to resist a temptation. Miliana's also writing, discovered that I really enjoy Pilates. Wonderful. So how do you make that easy to access? Part of your life, build it in. If you do it at home, do you have all the paraphernalia? You're going to a class, you make sure you have the time, whatever it might be. So Charles Duhigg wrote a wonderful book called The Power of Habit, and he identifies the 6 steps to creating a new habit. And I'm going to go through them each one very briefly so we can get to the strategies. But this is important just to bear this in mind. We need to have some kind of external cue to remind us to engage in the behavior, because by definition, a habit is a behavior that we no longer think about. It's automatic. And about 43% of everything we do in a day is a habit. So we have to build in that external cue. There has to be a reward associated with it, either intrinsic to the event itself, the behavior itself, or you associate a reward with it. You have to want those rewards. You have to practice many, many times, multiple times before it becomes automatic. Announcing your intentions to someone else can be very helpful, saying like, I'm going to start doing my Pilates class 3 times a week, and you tell someone, and if you don't do it, then it kind of feels awkward. And kind of linked to that is the idea of asking for support, which is some habits are harder than others, and getting support from other people can be incredibly helpful. Okay. So just let's do an example of choosing a cue. So you want to choose something that will remind you to get started, that's simple, accessible, obvious, and compelling. So let's say you want to start exercising 3 times a week. You're going to commit to going to a run, and you're going to choose the day and the time in advance. Let's say you're going to run Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6:30 in the morning, and that's the plan. So you don't have to feel like it. You're going to just follow the plan, not your mood. Or join a friend for yoga class. You choose the days and the time for it. Or lay out your workout clothes the night before, like Sean Acor, or he actually wore them to bed to really reduce that friction. But the cue is there to help you get going. The rewards for exercise, for example, could be one, some, or all of these, or other ones. But it's helpful to know what the reward is. Because if the reward doesn't come from the actual event or behavior, you need to associate it. So I'll give you one example. I had a friend during the pandemic who purchased a treadmill, and he found it boring as can be. He couldn't stand it. So he decided he was going to watch a Netflix show that his partner didn't like, but it was a guilty pleasure for him. So he decided he was only going to watch this show when he's on the treadmill. He's now inserted or associated a reward with something that isn't all that rewarding, but more aligned with his goals. And he continues to do that to this day. He's found other shows that his partner doesn't like. Wanting the reward is really important because it's going to help us repeat the behavior until it turns into a habit. So there's something that we have to be really thoughtful about rewards rather than willpower, right? You have to practice often, and research in social psychology has kind of identified the number of times you need to exercise before it's a habit versus drinking water to make it a habit, etc. But the principle is simple: multiple times, using the 15-minute rule, which is even if you don't feel like doing it, commit to the first 15 minutes of that run or that Pilates class or yoga class or whatever, and then decide after 15 minutes if you want to stick to it. And the premise of following your plan, not your mood, is a wonderful strategy for many things, but specifically for habit formation. So announcing your intentions really builds an accountability, keeping you honest. And if someone else is cheering you on, you're more likely to engage. So those are the kind of 6 key things to think about when you want to build a new habit. And as I go through different types of habits here, you might want to think about how you might do that. A keystone habit, interestingly enough, is, and Miliana, you'll probably want to correct me on this one, but it's the keystone is a center stone in an arch that really keeps it all together. When it's applied to habits, it's if we can navigate and accomplish this one behavior, many other habits become much more accessible to us. So, for example, keeping to a sleep schedule and getting a good night's sleep on a regular basis builds our willpower, increases our sense of being restored and refreshed after sleep, and then other challenges come more easily. Things like organizing your day or preparing meals in advance, exercising regularly, meditating daily. These are the types of habits that make other behaviors easier to turn into habits. They're like the gateway in. And you can also stack habits, as someone mentioned in the chat earlier. So you take advantage of an existing habit to cue you to start another one. So let's say you have to take a medication for 2 weeks after breakfast, and you have to remember to do it. So one thing you can do is put the medication right next to your toothbrush. And after you brush your teeth, which you normally do after breakfast, or have a cup of coffee, which you do for breakfast, it reminds you to take the medication. So you're pairing them, you're stacking them, you're taking advantage of one to the other. And then you don't have to remember to do the new behavior because it's already associated with the old one. And you can also swap habits. So, for example, you have a sweet tooth and you always really like to eat chocolate or whatever your favorite dessert is after dinner. Choose something more innocuous like fruit. So it's more aligned with your goals because you want to eat healthier, or go for a walk with a friend instead of scrolling on your phone. So you're connecting with someone, but you're getting out into fresh air and possibly nature. And just because I thought you might find this interesting is this notion, how can an external change support habit formation? And so this is based on a book called Switch by Dan and Chip Heath. And they talk about the rider and the elephant on the path. And the rider is our willpower, relatively quite small in this picture. The elephant is our emotional responses to things. And the path is the external world that's either going to make it easy or hard for us to engage in a behavior. And so the kinds of shaping the path, just to get you thinking about it, and you can use this in your own life in trying to make a habit, is ATMs used to have you take your card out last, and people ended up leaving them in the machine all the time. So they changed the order so that you get the card in the middle of your transaction, and then you never leave it in the machine. So it's shaping our behavior. There was a hospital where they did an experiment where they had nurses wearing a bright orange vest when they distributed medication. And that was a sign for everyone to not disturb them when they're doing that task. And errors went way down. Child-proof caps on medication prevent accidental overdoses. You're not leaving it up to the person. Most kids will have trouble figuring out how to open it. There was one research study where they were trying to get people to use the stairs more often than an elevator, and they slowed the elevator closing by 16 seconds. And that was enough to motivate people to take the stairs. And even when they brought the closing back to the original time frame after the experiment, people stuck with the stairs because that was their new habit. And I want to just say about this model of change can be really helpful to build in self-compassion when we're trying to think about making changes. So pre-contemplation is, I don't have a problem. I don't know what you're bugging me about. Contemplation is, I know I have a problem. I'm burnt out or I'm exhausted or whatever it might be, but I have no idea what to do about it. Preparation is, I know what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to take these classes. I'm going to shift this schedule, whatever it might be. Then we move into action. And after a while, when it becomes a habit, we move into the maintenance stage. And then what happens with most of us, and this is for any behavior change and things like addictions, but not specific to our conversation today, we relapse. We fall off the wagon. We stop doing the new behavior for whatever legitimate reason. But the beauty of this model is that we don't go back to pre-contemplation after relapse. We usually jump right back into preparation or even action. And so it's a bit of a spiral. And so recognizing that relapse is normal and it will happen and it's okay can free us up to engage in any number of new changes in our lives. So that's it on habits. I want to talk a bit about meditation as kind of a strategy to think about building into our lives, but not as an hour-long commitment. I think it has a bad rap for lots of people. Oh, if you meditate, you have to sit for 45 minutes or an hour at a time. Well, most people are not going to do that. But you might sit for 3 minutes. And it might have an enormous benefit, just like going to the gym 3 times a week over time can really help you build up your stamina and your fitness. So I want to start by introducing you to Angel Kudo Williams. She's a writer, activist, and an ordained Zen priest. And she's author of the book Being Black, Zen and the Art of Living with Fearlessness. And she talks about how to settle into a meditation position. And then we're going to do a 3-minute meditation afterwards. So I'm just going to get this started.
You'll want to find your seat, right? So your buttocks firmly connected. Now, often we have buttocks and we have, actually, I'll say your sits bones, right? So you want to find the bony protrusions and you want to extend them backwards and find them really connected to the seat beneath you. So you're not kind of sitting on your haunches, kind of hovering, but really connected and rooted. And then, to the best of your ability, get your feet on the earth beneath you. And this is best accomplished by not leaning back in the chair, right? But actually sitting forward and allowing yourself to be held upright. And trusting in the earth beneath you to hold you. And what we're doing here is we're going to actually extend our crown towards the sky and feel our full length and the dignity that is inherent to each of us. And inherent means we don't have to earn it, and it cannot be taken away. It's a choice that we connect to it. It's ours. And as we extend ourselves into the earth beneath us, we feel our sense of integrity. So dignity above and an integrity below.
I'm going to stop it now and invite us into, oh dear, just one second. Into a meditation. And so sitting in the position that Angel just described, we're going to do something called the 3-minute breathing space. And you may be a regular meditator, you may have never done this before. Either way, it's an invitation to participate if you'd like. So as you've positioned yourself in such a way that you're sitting comfortably, but perhaps a little bit away from the back of your chair, bringing length to your spine and a sense of softness in your posture. Rest your hands in your lap and tuck in your chin ever so slightly towards your chest. And either close your eyes or look down towards the ground. Bring your awareness inwardly and begin to focus on your breath, paying attention to the inhale as your breath travels through your nose, down your throat, into your lungs, and the exhale as it travels up from your lungs, up through your throat, and out of your nose or mouth. In this way, you can bind your awareness to your breath. There's no need to change your breath in any way. There's no need to make it deeper or fuller. Just notice the natural rhythm and pace of your breath. Now bring your awareness to the physical sensations in your body. Perhaps noticing the floor beneath your feet, the chair beneath your legs, or other sensations in your body, including places of pressure, contact, or temperature. Now bring your awareness to your thoughts and notice what thoughts are going through your mind. As best you can, just notice them. Let them go. Now bring your awareness to your feelings, perhaps noticing where they are in your body and any qualities that are linked to those feelings without getting caught up in what they might mean. Expanding your awareness to your whole body so that in your mind's eye, you have a sense of your head, torso, arms, and legs resting here in this chair. Simply getting a sense of your whole self being here in this present moment. You might even imagine your whole body is breathing itself with each inhale and each exhale. And when you're ready, open your eyes if they've been closed, shift position, and come back to our space. And so one invitation could be to find a 3-minute spot in your life where you do a meditation, guided or not, and then just discover what happens over time. Maybe something begins to shift. I teach this particular meditation to a lot of students and a lot of programs I run, and they tell me that sometimes they do it just before bed, and other times they do it when they wake up in the morning. And other students will talk about doing it strategically before really challenging situations like a job interview or an exam or a presentation or going on a date with someone they feel really stressed out by. So it's how you decide to use meditation as a way of just coming into the present and intentionally not going on that roller coaster of this thought and the next thought and the thought after that, but really just coming back to our essence, really. And there's been a lot of research to suggest that mindfulness and mindfulness meditation is associated with pretty much what we are all want. We want higher levels of life satisfaction, more positive emotion, an increased sense of autonomy and competence, higher levels of self-esteem, vitality, authenticity, increased productivity, and lower levels of depression and anxiety. So something to consider, particularly when we're feeling pretty stressed out, is this is one pathway through. It's not for everyone. But if you have an affinity to a meditation, it maybe this is an invitation to say, I'm going to start doing this regularly, maybe 3 times a week, maybe 5 times a week, and build it into your regular routine. So you don't think about it anymore. It's part of what you do on those days. And I love this quote from John Kabat-Zinn. He is a scientist who brought mindfulness meditation to a hospital setting, working in a hospital in Worcester, Massachusetts. And he worked with people who basically medicine had abandoned. They couldn't help anymore. Often they had broken backs or other types of illnesses that nothing was going to help, and they just had to learn to live with their circumstances. And his first book was titled Full Catastrophe Living, and he came up with an 8-session mindfulness-based stress reduction program. He says, we all accept that no one controls the weather. Good sailors learn to read it carefully and respect its power. They avoid storms if possible, but when caught in one, they know when to take down the sails, batten down the hatches, drop anchor, and ride things out, controlling what is controllable and letting go of the rest. And that's the invitation here. What is your version of controlling what's controllable and letting go of the rest. And I'll be sharing these slides. These are just different either apps or websites with wonderful meditations. So if you like being guided in a meditation, these are some ways to access it. I particularly like Tara Brach. She's one who really, I love the sound of her voice. And John Kabat-Zinn, but there are many, many others as well. Angel Kuda Williams is also down here, kind of hiding in the corner. Okay, so let's talk about time. We are all driven by our schedules and our deadlines, grants, class time, meetings, whatever it might be. And the real question is, what do we do in the in-betweens that can help us build what's been called in the literature a kind of sense of time affluence? So I'm going to describe that to you. Ashley Wellens, who's a psychology professor at the Harvard Business School, wrote a book called Time Smart, really accessible, interesting to read. And she talks about all these different ways that we need to stop wasting our time in things that are less of a priority and really focusing on the things that are important to us. But the concepts of time famine is when you feel like there's never enough time in a day, you're always rushing after your deadlines, you almost feel breathless in attempting to get everything done. And the subjective sense is, I can't get to it all. Time affluence is the exact opposite. It's this idea that we can be spacious in our time, that we can take the time we need to do things in the way we want to do them. The way often we feel when we're on vacation, if we structure our vacations well. And how do we import that into our day-to-day lives? So she talks about the concept, which I really like, of being time smart. And the first one is this notion of our free time. The very small pockets of free time are like confetti. And that's like, the 5 minutes before the meeting starts, or while you're waiting for an Uber to pick you up, or whatever it might be. What if you had a confetti to-do list? Short things that you can do in brief periods of time, instead of the default, which for many of us is scrolling on our phone or looking at our email or whatever. And it feels like it's just, we never get a break. So these are scheduled tiny breaks, confetti. And if you have a confetti to-do list, you don't have to think about what you're going to do. You just pull from the list. And then the other thing is this notion of multitasking and unitasking. One, I think, naive perspective is if we have so many things to do, if we do 2 or 3 or 4 of them at the same time, then we'll be more efficient. But actually, our brains are not designed to do 2 complex things at the same time. Yes, we can fold laundry and watch a streaming show, but we may not fold it as well, and we may not enjoy the show as much as if we gave it our undivided attention. But if we're trying to do 2 complex things at once, what we get good at is switching sets, but not actually multitasking, because the brain isn't designed to do that. And even like people like air traffic controllers, they are mandated to take like a 15 to 30-minute break every hour and a half or 2 hours because they are trying to multitask in terms of the definition of their job. They have to attend to multiple things at the same time. And it's so exhausting that if they don't take that time away, their performance decreases incredibly. So think about that in terms of your own life. Are you multitasking or attempting to do so? And what might that mean to say, no, I'm going to do one thing. And then when I'm going to stop, I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to do the next thing. You can try that as an experiment and see if your productivity and your peace of mind change by attempting to do that. And what's the cost? Maybe nothing. You might actually be more productive and feel healthier as you do that. Okay, I want to take us for a moment to this lovely video on nature. Give me 1 second. I just set this up. Just take a moment to take it in. That was 1 minute. This is actually a 3-hour film. And there's like hundreds, probably thousands online. I just picked one that I liked. And the idea here is this. First of all, as inner city dwellers, certainly on campus, where we're surrounded by so much concrete and noise and all of that, it's almost like we forget we're on planet Earth. And spending time in nature has an enormous restorative quality. And in an ideal sense, we would be in those places for an hour in the middle of a busy day. But the sky is always above us. We're not far from the lake when we're downtown. There are pockets of nature here and there, and they can be wonderful breaks that can help restore our energy, our focus, our sense of optimism, all kinds of things. Being in nature, this is some research by Opezzo, helps improves our ability to pay attention, our creative thinking, all kinds of physical, physiological, social, emotional, and cognitive abilities go up. Our level of happiness increases. We feel more calm and connected. We all know this, but it's like later when I have time. Well, maybe it shouldn't be later. Maybe it needs to be a little bit more now. And so I want you just to reflect for a moment. What are you most drawn to in nature? What kind of landscape really do you feel connected to? Is it large bodies of water like ocean or Great Lakes, or is it being in the desert, or is it mountaintops? And what do you feel when you're there? When was the last time you were in your favorite type of nature spot or landscape? And what would it take to go there? Just food for thought, maybe to inspire doing some of that. Dorothy, lakes and rivers are very calming. Me too. Any body of water, the larger the better, as far as I'm concerned. It's like my heart rate just kind of settles right down. And all of a sudden, whatever's bothering me, I feel less stressed out. Can we start building in more nature? Is it trips, or is it access to something nearby in the day and day? Lake Ontario, yes. I forget that I live next to a Great Lake. It's all shielded by the gardener and buildings and whatever, but it's there. Don Valley Ravine, yes. So what's close, accessible, something that you can spend some time doing? And I fully recognize, because I live a very similar life, there's just only so much time in the day. But if you start to build in intentionally, even nature once a week, that starts to be part of the fabric of what you're doing. And this is just, I've collected some research. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. You can just read it. Where, even something like viewing videos of scenic beauty significantly reduces pain and anxiety in burn victims. We know that it can make a huge difference for state of mind, for healing in all kinds of different ways. People in an aged care facility were exposed to nature for an hour a week, experienced improved attention compared to those who didn't. Employees who view nature from their window reported fewer physical ailments. And I think of how many employees don't have windows, or if the windows look on a brick wall, right? So think about, how can you build in some nature into your life? Maybe it's just watching the sunrise or sunset. That's modest, right? But accessible for most of us. So I want to introduce you to Wendy Suzuki, who is a neuroscientist, I think at Columbia or NYU, I can't remember. She's giving a TED Talk, and she's talking about her decision to engage in exercise and the impact it had on the brain. So we're going to get started here. I'm just going to bring us. Okay. So you're welcome to watch the rest later, but I wanted to make a couple of points here just to underscore what it would mean to have the benefits of exercise. And connect to that, because exercise, often cardio, it brings our energy really up and then we get really calm afterwards. So that's one way to calm ourselves, as is nature, as is meditation. Another way is through what's called inner resourcing. And so I just want to kind of talk really briefly, like a healthy nervous system is always moving between arousal or activation and then settling down. And there's a kind of normal range within which that normally happens. Another way to think about it is like an expansion and a contraction. And this idea that we're always pendulating, and what we need to do is when we get really rigid in any one position, we're less able to move ourselves through our normal range, and we kind of get stuck. And so in the interest of time, I'm not going to share this particular video. It's Peter Levine talking about expansion, but I am going to share with you a couple of strategies you can use that do very similar things. The first one is it's breathing and focused breathing with a particular ratio. So it's a 2-to-1 ratio, and it's referred to as smell the rose. So we inhale to the count of 2 and exhale to the count of 1. Inhale to the count of 2, 1. And what that does over a longer period of time, let's say you say 3-5 minutes of this, is that you can bring your nervous system way down after it's just feeling incredible stress. Another strategy, this is alternate nostril breathing, which if you've done any yoga classes, you're probably familiar with, where here she's showing you're blocking one nostril, and as you inhale, and then you're blocking the other nostril as you exhale, and then you inhale with the new nostril and exhale with the other one. And that kind of breathing is another way. It slows down our heart rate, it slows down our breathing, it calms our bodies down, and it's a very effective way of kind of increasing your focus and concentrating, etc. So what if you were having a really hard time writing a grant or dealing with a difficult person, they've left your room, and you did some alternate nostril breathing? It's a strategy. Another one is the alternate hand clasp. So for people who are more tactile, you would take both hands, and as you inhaled, you would drop your fingers down on both sides. And as you exhale, you would come back up and then switch to the other side and inhale as you go down and exhale as you come up, and you keep going. So that's another way to really ground ourselves through breathing. And then there's a butterfly hug where we cross I'm just going to see if I can do this properly. Basically, our fingertips are touching our collarbones. And then we just give ourselves alternate taps. Imagining your hands are like a butterfly flapping their wings. And this is another way to calm our nervous system down. Doesn't take very long. I want to talk about sleep and the importance of sleep. I want you to think for a moment, when was the last time you had a really restorative sleep? So you woke up in the morning and you felt ready for the day and doing great. My hope is it's every day in the past week, month, years, etc. But for many people, it's not. And so I want to just talk about the benefits of sleep as an invitation to make it more of a priority. So a good night's sleep can impact us in really positive ways in terms of our productivity, work, concentration, decision-making, social skills, creativity. And it decreases physical markers of health for sure. If we're run down and not sleeping enough, we're more likely to get sick. And then it also decreases all kinds of things that we struggle with, like being moody or dealing with stress or anger or impulsivity. So a good night's sleep has all of these, both cognitive and emotional and physical impacts on us. What defines a good night's sleep? There is variation, but the average adult needs between about 7 to 9 hours sleep. As we age, our sleep is often disrupted a little through the night in the ways that it wasn't before, but nonetheless. And what happens when we sleep? Our ability to concentrate and pay attention is restored. Memories are consolidated for future reference. We have better mental health and physical health, our metabolism regulated, our muscles are repaired. Lots of good things happen when we regularly get a good night's sleep. And so some best practices around that, our bodies like regularity. So trying to go to sleep the same time of night every night of the week, if possible. Stay in bed to get the sleep you need. Sleep when you're tired. So we all have an optimal sleep window when we really want to go to sleep. So sleep then, exercise during the day. Caffeine has a 10-hour half-life, so do the math. Reducing screen time at night, keeping your bedroom a little cool can be really helpful for sleep, creating a buffer zone. And if you can't fall asleep or you've woken up and can't get back to sleep, leave your bed for a while, come back when you're sleepy. And then I just want to acknowledge, we just looked at the time, running out of time here. We all are one of three chronotypes, really. We're either morning larks or night owls or third birds. And for all of us, there are certain times of day based on our type where we can do our peak focused work. So morning larks and third birds, this graph here describes them. We have a peak in mid-morning typically, and then real trough, low point in the mid-afternoon. That's when we usually have sugar or caffeine. And then there's a recovery period in the early evening. Night owls are the reversed. And so they would look a little bit like this. So the night owls along the bottom, they're just waking up when everyone else is peaking. They recover in the morning where they're kind of brainstorming is really useful late morning, early afternoon. They experience a trough in the early evening, and then they peak usually 10, 11, 12, 1 or 2 at night. And this is a peak and a trough for both mood and performance. And so one way to think about it is, have you been pushing through the hardest time for you to work based on your chronotype, or are you really tapping into the wave of energy that you know it naturally have? And so you might want to think about, oh, I should really do my most complex work at my peak time. So kind of to wrap up, my suggestions are being intentional and patient in creating habits. And so I've kind of gone through the mechanics of doing that. And then it might be small but important lifestyle changes. So maybe it's choosing to meditate 3 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Maybe it's about creating time confetti and know how you want to use those 3 minutes here, 5 minutes there. Intentionally spending time in nature, engaging in some kind of exercise, inner resourcing through that pendulation, so that alternate nose breathing, for example, getting the sleep you need and tapping into your chronotype to do your best work when you are at your best. And with that, I will stop sharing, and we have 1 minute left. And so if there are any questions or comments, I'm happy to take those.